In this video, I'm going to be giving you an interior tour of my Tusca HitchHiker. My wife and I are up in Summit County this week, and we camped in Frisco last night at a Walmart. We're at A-Basin right now, and I'll walk you through what our setup is for these ski trips. So I do have the Tusca HitchHiker on top of a decked system. So what we do is we put our skis and poles in one of the drawers. They fit. You can fit 3 pairs of skis, but it's a little snug. And then on the other side, I keep all my tools. So this is like stuff to fix the truck because it's a Ford, stuff for our skis, emergency stuff, things like that. To get up in, I just have this really cheap Walmart plastic step. Works pretty well for us. And if you look in here, you'll see right now it looks like it's only really set up for one person to sleep in, but you'll notice back there's a mat rolled up. Typically the way we do this with 2 people is it's a little snug, but somebody sleeps up on the cot, somebody sleeps on the floor, and then we just roll up the one mat during the daytime. I love this cot. It's made by a company called Helibox. It has adjustable legs. I keep my Solix, Anchor Solix power supply under here, and that runs the refrigerator, the max air fan, and it helps us charge our phones at night. My wife and I both use sleeping bags made by Big Agnes that fit over the mats that we sleep on. These are 3-inch foam camping pads. They're memory foam. They work pretty well. I do also have one of the Thermarest mats underneath just to take the bite out of the wood. It works really well if you get the cot size one. The Big Agnes bags will fit over that on that sleeve, and so you won't slide off of your mat in the middle of the night. Looking up top here, you'll see I have hooks for a few things. Not super tall, but it's enough to like hang a towel or a jacket up. We do have these little lights. They're just battery powered. They take 2 AA's, and I got them off of Amazon. All right, if you're wondering where the fridge is, it's a little involved to get to it, but we don't really store that much in it. It's mostly drinks, things like that. But the really cool thing about the Helibox is that these wooden slats are connected by like stretchy nylon cord or like bungee cords. And so you can pull that out of the way and access the fridge. And if I know I'm going to be going in and out of the fridge a lot, I will just put it in the back seat on the floor of the truck, run it off a 12 volt. But if we're going to be on a longer trip, it's nice to have it hooked up to the power supply that you just saw. And yeah, I'm just running this. It's a Vever. I've had this fridge for 2 years. It was 120 bucks on Amazon. You know, it's not a Dometic or anything, but it gets the job done for us. You know, we can put leftovers in there, keep some drinks and like protein shakes cold, and it works. You know, it has a little light. You can make it a freezer if you want, but I just run it at 35 degrees, and even in hot weather, it keeps things cool. But yeah, I really like this setup. These eyelets fit over the end of the cot, so you'll see when you're ready to make this a bed again, just take this out. That hooks on. The other nice thing about this whole cot setup is it does have adjustable legs like I pointed out earlier, but you can collapse the whole thing down and put it in a carry bag. So I really like this because sometimes, you know, well, quite often I want to take the HitchHiker out, and instead of having a giant, you know, wooden bed, which you could definitely build for cheaper than I got this was like 300 bucks, but it's very easy to take in and out. And I wanted to keep the HitchHiker modular because I didn't want to always, you know, have it in my bed. All right, so yeah, when you're ready to sleep, you just put this down. Again, with 2 people in here, this is the shorter HitchHiker, so it is 79 inches on the outside and 75 on the inside. So our mats are 72 inches long. Realistically, if you're over 6 feet, this setup probably wouldn't work super well for you, but it works well for us, and that's all that matters. And at this point, you're probably wondering, where do you guys keep all your clothes? Well, it's the one nice thing about having a crew cab is the back seat just turns into gear storage. So we have hangers on each side for our clothes. This is my ski boot bag. This is like my overnight duffel. Have our wax kit down here, and then we keep stuff for the dog. I have a crate with snacks in it, and it all just kind of fits in the back seat. Let me know if you have any questions about the Tusca HitchHiker in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe.